Gamers, we're back. We're back with more Genshin. I am sick, so I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this still, but I do want to at least start exploring the new area. Maybe do a world quest or two.
My apologies.
All depends.
This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience for you.
I already see a thing. The hell? Followed, blighted, and suffused. The objects that coexist with Kuvaki energy exist in 3 different states. Objects lacking Kuvaki exist in a followed state. Those affected by the abyss enter a blighted state. Objects fully infused with Kuvaki will enter a suffused state. When these objects are in followed and blighted states, you are unable to obtain Kuvaki from them. Kuvaki that exists in pure energetic form can propagate through currents. Upon impact, objects that are suffused with Kuvaki will release a single Kuvaki current, providing energy to other objects susceptible to Kuvaki in a certain range. These objects will become suffused. When necessary, hit suffused objects to release a single Kuvaki current. I can... Definitely want to get that Statue of the Seven. That's not a Statue of the Seven. Huh? Just die real quick. Oh my god, there's so many waypoints. There's actually so many waypoints. Tabor, look over there. That fortress up on the mountain must be Pyramida, the headquarters of the Lightkeepers. I wonder if this is all the rest of Not Cry or not. Are you serious? This damn vehicle stopped moving again. Come on, Moonwagon, old friend. Couldn't you hold on a little longer? We're just a little way from Pyramida. Once we get there, you can blow a gasket or buy the farm for all I care. And yet here you are, stopping in the middle of nowhere. And now you expect us to carry you back to town? Everything seems to be going wrong just as we're busiest. You know what? I don't have time to waste with you, my good Rollin. Looks like we'll need to find more helpers. Oh my, I don't remember putting a call out, and yet here you are. Now what divine luck has brought you two to my side, dear friends? You don't look familiar. A newly recruited treasure hunter, perhaps. Hi there, my name is Paimon, and she's Tabor. We're adventurers, just passing by. You seem to be in trouble. What's going on? Oh, hello, I'm Lefer Ratnik. So you two are adventurers. I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. Don't worry, we won't touch anything. That's not exactly what I meant. Well, I can't blame you for being new and not knowing. Anyhow, there's been a large-scale wild hunt outbreak in the northern Kupumaki Cliff area. There was an incident at the Pioneering Age ancient ruins there some years back. We didn't think it'd turn into something so serious. Look north. You see it? That's where these monsters have been swarming in from. If you don't have any urgent business, you'd better not wander around this area because things are looking ugly. How do I know this, you ask? Well, the old man just ordered us back to Pyramida to join the operation to eradicate the wild hunt. Ain't that so, Rollin? Hey, what's wrong with you? You've been quiet for a while now. Is he gonna turn into a monster? The hell? He's possessed. This'll kill us.
Move boost! The pinnacle of excellence! Bring it!
Rollin, are you alright? Sorry, I'm alright.
The time is beckoning. Bow your head.
Splash, I guess.
Straight to power! Up to the breather!
Rollin, you sure you're okay? I'm fine, sorry. Let my guard down a bit there. You know, what's with us returning to Pyramida so soon and all? I'm just glad you're in one piece. Wild Hunt might have got you good without this youngun's help. Anyway, thank you both. There's nothing. Piece of cake for Tabor. You've got some smooth moves. What'd you say to joining up with us Lightkeepers? But honestly, inviting you at this juncture might seem like betrayal to outsiders. Never mind, forget what I just said. What we just faced was the Wild Hunt from Kupamaki Cliff. They're an odd lot. Not only do they attack living beings in packs, but word is they can even manipulate minds. Who knows what kind of dark sorcery they wield, but they wait for the moment your will starts to wane, and then they snatch you right up and press gang you into their service. This operation is meant to defeat them, but if it goes sideways, there might not be any Lightkeepers left to speak of. Is it really that bad? Yes, but this isn't for adventurers, especially young ones like you, to worry about. Just leave it to us. Should we have the chance to meet again, I'll treat you to a swig of Pyramida Nightingale and some meat-stuffed rye bread as thanks. Call it good old Lightkeeper hospitality. Meet again someday for sure. Good luck and make sure to come back safe and sound. Thanks. We'll be heading back to Pyramida now. Till next we meet. Wait, does Traveler just not have the skin on by default, or is it just because it's like I could have done this? That's kind of sucky. I kind of wish it would always show up. At least in any quest. I guess it's just gonna be it. Maybe after the side quest after this. These could have been done before the Archon quest. Oh, going the wrong way. The rain just instantly stops.
Time for a nap. Oh, wow.
I agree.
Where did my sunglasses go?
Wow, Pyramida is such a tall city. From afar, it really does look like a giant lighthouse. Hey, this is cool. There's freaking lunoculi everywhere. Check on the situation at the plaza. That's a cool statue. O torch forger who illuminates the darkness on the borderlands, we Lightkeepers pledge here and now. Thus did I foresee waves crashing on the shore, the night sky devoured by deathly silence. Thus did I declare, whomsoever cradles the flame and keeps it burning unquenched need not descend into that darkness. We are the Lightkeepers who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains. My fellow companions, our mission this time is to repel the monsters infesting within the Kupamaki Cliff and investigate the culprit behind this wild hunt outbreak. We shall set foot on that cliff, which we last approached 3 years ago, to fight this decisive battle. I know many of you, like me, have reasons why you must be on this mission. Keep this in mind, Pyramida is behind us. For the living, for our future, we must not take even one step back. As our vow thunders, our bones and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life greater than death. We shall our solemn duty as Ratniki. To battle. Yes, Captain. So he did take up the mantle. I haven't ever seen so many Ratniki gathering and heading out before. This must be some real serious business. Their captain seems like a reliable sort. Yeah, he looks about the same age as you, but he's such an imposing presence. Paimon's still worried. They're going after that special wild hunt, right? Will they actually be okay, even with all those people? Find a way to pitch in. The wild hunt's everyone's problem, not just the Lightkeepers. We can't just leave this be. Sorry to bother you both. Hey there, Gramps. Anything we can help you with? This is our first time meeting, but I can already tell that you're no ordinary people. I happen to hear that a blonde-haired traveler or adventurer named Tabor and her companion have arrived in Notcry, bringing with them impressive resumes from adventures all over Tevat. Who happen to be those two legends? Yes, indeed. Paimon didn't expect to be recognized here. If this keeps up, we'll have to go undercover just to step outside. Don't you like being famous, Paimon? Well, it's not like that. Paimon's just worried that if we get a commission to deal with bad guys, they'll get tipped off and run away before we can even leave the guild. I am Nikita, an ordinary Rotnik who has been stationed in this remote land for years. Pardon my sudden interruption, but in truth I have a humble request. Huh? Did this relate to the wild hunt? Indeed, it has a great deal to do with it. I'd like you to help us find a relic called the Silver Lampwick. You've come to the right people. We're really good at finding things, but what does this relic have to do with the wild hunt? I'm afraid we have to start with the wild hunt calamity that swept through this land 500 years ago. Legend has it that an evil beast wielding dark powers made Notcry its hunting ground, tormenting countless living beings. This lasted until the Torch Forger defeated it with 3 sacred relics, the sword, the lamp, and the mirror. Sealed it beneath Kupamaki Cliff. Only then was the calamity quelled. The Silver Lampwick is one of those 3 sacred relics. It can summon a barrier to defend against the Wild Hunt's attacks. After quelling the calamity, the Torch Forger entrusted it to Alia the Fae, guardian of the Pillar of Embla. The situation is critical now, and we must rely on the relic's power to pull through. We've sent Ratniki to search for it, but we aren't exactly experts at hunting down items of power. I would be very grateful if you two could help. It involves the wild hunt, so I'll gladly pitch in. Good. It seems the tales were right. You're no mere great adventurer, a righteous hero who fights for the good of others. In other words, we've got to go to the Pillar of Empla, find the legendary silver lampwick, and bring it back here. But isn't the relic being kept by the Fae? How are we supposed to find and retrieve it? According to the legend, following the Kuvaki as it guides you upward will lead you to her. She was once an ally of the Torchforger, so I believe she will understand if you explain the situation to her. But if you do obtain the silver lampwick, please give it to Illua. You've already seen him. He's the young leader of that force, and thus, the one, I don't know why they added it in there, the one who needs this relic most right now. You know, I wouldn't call myself a regular volunteer, but are you certain my aid is not warranted this time? Oh, Flynn's. You're here. I thought you wouldn't show up. Did you write me so frequently if you believed that in truth? Why, by my reckoning, you had a missive delivered to my lighthouse posting a week ago. Why seem like the sort of ratnik who would disrespect his starshina by not even checking in? No. And in any case, we at HQ have never failed to send you check-in notices either. You have the kid to thank for that. He's the closest to you of us Lightkeepers. Always presses me about how you're doing. How fares the young master? Ah, so you have entrusted him with grave responsibility after all. Yes, I need him, and I trust him greatly as well. I believe my warning was clear. This is no ordinary wild hunt. Those monsters were drawn here by an ancient being, one that has been sealed in the Kupamaki cliff for ages. I also know a little about him. He met at the Belyasar's court, and no garden variety viper was he. I recall those events of his. They were exactly like the ones staring at us right now. You remember how we became Lightkeepers, Flynn's? You mean you people? We, Flynn's. Us. Lately, I've been dreaming about the past, about those battles we went through together. Disaster always strikes suddenly, whether you are ready to fight and face it, or you cling to fear and pray for the best. No one is spared when the time comes. However, we know that we must struggle until lasting peace arrives. We Lightkeepers have proved that. We built the foundations of this fortress through 500 years of struggle. True, but I would suggest that Illua need not attend remedial lessons on this subject yet. You know better than I that he had lost everything once before. Indeed, only his youthful spirit prevents him from admitting this truth, I deem. Yet my time is running out. Little remains of the years I bought for him, especially when compared to the burden he must soon shoulder. I see your mind is made up. In that case, let me not waste further breath on persuasion, my good Starshna. By the way, do you remember that item I asked you to look for last time? I would never forget a command you gave, sir. A relic from 500 years ago, and one tied to the first Moonchanter in countless ways. Even I had to go to great lengths to obtain it. Time for us to prepare as well. Let us witness the power of the bow and arrow bequeathed to us by the Torchforger. And I might be ending this sooner than I wanted to because my throat is worse than it was yesterday. That is for sure. For sure. Probably read the tutorial, but you know. I figured it out.
Silence be sanctified.
And that one's got super resist.
Shower me with praise! A dash of frosting!
I don't know what I did there, but sure.
There's a lot of good stuff in here. Wanna split it? Just kidding. You can take it.
Bro, why is there a... Oh, that one's way up in the air. Why is there a million Lunoculi? Come on, Shalona. Like Celia equivalent.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
Huh. God, there's so many new things. It's too much, man. The heck? That's sick. Alright. Not break. There we go.
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
I got him stuck.
Better roll that this time.
Up to
Empathy.
the freeze. Bring it.
Bow your head.
Lol. What the hell? Once you form by continuous accumulation of vessel powers, will continue to attack living beings nearby. Use ability of Spire Bloom to deflecting. I don't think I'm doing it right. How do I know when the opportune moment is? There we go. It's the moment it hits.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Truth takes time to build, but lies can be created overnight. If slander continues to spread, the foundations of trust will be eroded. Even the strongest oath of loyalty will not survive amid suspicion, exploiting the arrogance of the nobility, allowing hatred to grow and spread, thus lending opportunity to the most deeply hidden evil intentions. This is the second of his three great sins. The stone pillar as its seal, and a spell as its shroud, let the evidence of the serpent of all evils, crimes be inscribed within the lantern's shade. Whatever that means. Yours is a sublunary sphere. Night is already taken. If you need this call from the past, please ascend the tower. What tower? That one? Alright. I genuinely cannot believe how many Lunoculi there are. Saying this is the tower. On the tower, they say, but it's so tall. Maybe there's a shortcut nearby? Let's see this. Whoa. Spooky. I expect to find abyssal monsters here as well.
Shower me with...
Silence! The tides beckon. Bow your head.
And these guys are no slouches.
Let my name echo in song! A little boost. At first, it's flavor.
Silence! Let the mighty be humble.
Oh. How convenient.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Oh, I got stuck. What is happening? That was a little buggy. First they can't Paimon, they can go wherever they want. Paimon does feel a teeny tiny bit of Kuvaki in it, but it's all covered in abyssal goop. It can't function at all like this. Tabor, could you try purifying it? You know, the move that makes the abyss corruption go foosh and disappear? Dodge the attacks. Look out! I'll hold them off. Get out of here as quickly as you can now. There's no way I'm running away. Heroes of the sublunary sphere, clear the abyssal energy from the core and I can lend you my aid. Tabor, let's do as she says. Hello, Paimon doesn't know who you are, but we gotta clear that abyssal energy from the core, right? Wait, what are you doing? Are you hurt? We're fine, thanks for stepping in to help. I'm glad to hear that. These pitch-black impurities are far more dangerous than they look. Any wounds they inflict can have serious consequences. The abyss is nothing I can't handle. Strong as you may be, it's my duty as a Lightkeeper to remind you not to let your guard down. I have Lightkeepers. Oh, you're Aluha, right? The old man back at Pyramida told us about you, and we even saw you there. Oh, now that you mention it, I did catch sight of a rather unusual little frost spirit in the crowd. Paimon's not a frost spirit. At least she wasn't mistaken for a specter this time. Not the point. Paimon's Tabor's guide, thank you very much. My apologies. I assure you I meant no offense. So, you're a guide. Guiding Outlanders like you two is originally one of our responsibilities as well. It's just that the recent surge in wild hunt activity has made things difficult. Let's set that aside for now. In any case, your guess is correct. I am Aluha, captain of the Lightkeepers Investigation Squad, the Nightmare Orioles. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Paimon, and it's Tabor. we're here on a commission, and actually, that commission has something to do with you. Yeah, an old lightkeeper asked us to briefly explain how you took on a sudden commission in Pyramida and came to the Pillar of Embla in search of the... I see. Can't keep from worrying about me, huh? Can't blame him, though. Honestly, this isn't the best look for me, but I came here looking for the Silver Lampwick as well. I ended up spending too much time clearing out the monsters in the area, so I've made almost no progress. And I've dragged the two of you into danger on top of that. It's nothing. These little scrapes don't even make it into our adventure log. Speaking of which, we forgot to ask properly. We have to find the Fae named Alia to get to Silver Lampwick, right? So where exactly are we supposed to look for her? Oh, and that voice we heard earlier, was that her? You heard it too. Yes, I believe that was her guiding us. Following the Kuvaki's guiding light should lead you to her. Should being the operative term. Right now, that guide is flickering. I'd say it's half the abyssal corruption and half her intention. Using Kuvaki to obscure that which is truly important, including her own presence. As such, will likely need the power of a barrier core to disperse the corruption and restore the barriers in this area. Once the barrier forms, our now hidden guide should reveal itself. I'll help you. Accepted this commission, after all. And since the abyss is the cause of all this, there's no way we're gonna ignore it. But danger lurks behind every corner here, and the terrain is treacherous. Why don't you two wait somewhere safe while I... No way. Hey, seriously, aren't you underestimating Tabor just a little? You saw her in action just now. Pretty impressive, right? Honestly, she might even be stronger than you. Besides, she's got Paimon, the ever-reliable guide. Tricky terrain? Please, Paimon can fly. I don't mean to belittle you, but you're ordinary people who were kind enough to help us out. Something happened to you because of all this. Not that weak. Exactly. Just leave it to us. We won't let you down. Alright, and I'll be counting on you. But please, be careful. I'll do everything I can to keep you safe as well. We will. If anything, you should be the one watching your step. Thanks. That said, I also have a companion who can fly. Come on, Idon. Wow, he's all golden and shiny, just like a pile of Mora. Let's start with the barrier core nearby. Once we're close, we just need to channel the Kavaki into it. Huh? But that thing's floating in midair. I can get there just fine, but you two... No worries. Come with me. I'll show you just what Idon can do. Oh, this is safe to stand on, right? It's not gonna drop us in. Don't worry, this is the path hidden by Kavaki. Adon's uncovered it for us. I'll stay here to keep channeling energy into the barrier core. May I entrust the other side to you two? Idon will lead the way. If Idon's helping out, we'll be totally fine. You can leave it to us. Thank you. That means we'll be apart for a bit. Stay safe, you two. Oh, ah! Shit. I've got it teleported us back up. How kind. Abyss mages. Where are we? What is this place? Everything around us looks completely different. Paimon thinks she saw a bunch of weird stuff just now, and now her head's all spinny. Yeah, me too. Travelers flowing along the river of time. Wait, who are you? When did you get here? Well, I heard someone calling my name. Was that not you? Calling your name. Ah, you must mean Miss Alia, Fae who guards the silver lampwick here at the Pillar of Embla. Relic? Fae? That's what I've become in your time? A legend far removed from the truth? I am no Fae. I'm just an ordinary human. The silver lampwick isn't here, but where did you... No, let me ask you it this way. Since you know of the lampwick, you must have heard of the name Solove as well. In your time, which age does he belong to? Do you mean the Torch Forger? Founded the Light Keepers about 500 years ago now. 100 years? It's already been that long. Wait, so you're not a Fae? Hang on, are you seriously over 500 years old? Legends may have twisted parts of the truth, but if you were the Torch Forger's ally, and you wield Kuvaki to guard the relic here, Miss Alia, you've clearly gone far beyond what ordinary mortals can reach. That's a long story, and right now there are things far more important than my age. You've come seeking the silver lampwick, and that means the professor has slipped free again. This is the prophecy warned. Solove's seal was never going to hold him forever. By the professor, do you mean the fiend who was sealed within Kupamaki Cliff 500 years ago? By the Torch Forger and the Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Prophecy says this: twice shall that undying serpent rise again, but thrice shall he be struck down. Serpent, fiend, or professor, no matter the title, he's earned every bit of his infamy. It says he'll be struck down a third time then. Yes, though rather than a prophecy destined to happen, I would say this was more like an earnest plea. After all, oracle or no, she's just like me, a person from the past. When it comes to the future disasters, there's so little we can do. Our future became your present, and your future, it can only be shaped by those who live in the present. Forgive the interruption. Years ago, some senior Ratniki and I went to investigate a disturbance in the seal, but we were hit by an ambush none of us expected. Our losses were severe, and the mission had been called off. After that, the old man decided we weren't yet ready to solve the problem once and for all. He set up observation posts around the area, declaring it off limits. I know he intended to buy time, gather strength, look for a way to turn the tide, but still. I shouldn't question his judgment, yet I can't help wondering. Is this situation the result of negligence on our part? We hesitated and dallied, and now the great evil eye and countless monsters have come spilling out beyond the Cordon zone. Just thinking about the nightmare from 3 years ago being poured out over this land again. Just can't stand it. Ooh-ha. Apologies, Tabor, Paimon, and Miss Alia. I lost my composure just now. Sorry about that. I don't know all the details of which you speak, but a dulled blade must sometimes be honed before it can cut true again. That kind of sharpening is never wasted effort. Besides, surely the world 500 years on isn't so small that all its burdens must be piled onto the shoulders of a child. Child? You mean me? But I'm no child anymore. Well, think about it. Strictly speaking, I'm a few centuries older than you. How could you not be a child in my eyes? Compared to me, you're all pretty much children. Paimon may be, sure, but why am I a child too? Hey, what's with that tone? You happy to be called a child alongside Paimon, huh? But Paimon does think that Miss Alia has a point. This isn't something you should have to carry on your own. It's on all of us. If we're assigning blame, then I deserve it more than anyone here. Back then, I failed to truly destroy the professor. Since then, I've wasted away in this stagnant prison of time. And now I cannot give you the silver lampwick you came for. Alia, don't say that. Wait, does that mean the silver lampwick isn't actually with you? How should I put this? It both is and isn't. At present, this tower has been corrupted. It prevents me from freely using my power to reach the silver lampwick. What if we clear the corruption from the tower? That would be ideal. The tower's presence allows the Kuvaki here to remain in its purest form. You've already seen the creature born from its influence. If the moon has blessed you, you may be able to use that same power to cleanse the filth clinging to the tower and restore its purity. Once you've cleared the corruption and the strength I've lost gathers at the tower's peak once more, come find me then. Thank you for your guidance, Miss Alia. And please, don't blame yourself too much. I know what you want to say, and if you're willing to forgive me, don't be so harsh on yourself either. The past is beyond change, but the world of the living still has a future. I'm entrusting that future to you. Alright, it's time I sent you back. That is what I wanted to do.
A dash of frost, bring it!
Silence! The time's beckon. Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Legally mine.
Showing me a little amusement!
Bow your head.
Of course it's a Hydro shield.
Boost on the loose! Bring it! Up to the freezer!
Already unstable ground cracks. What? Fall? Oh, what happened?
A little shook. Letting brave names echo! Yeah!
Settle down. Be sanctified. Silence!
Off to the freezer! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Oh. The tower stands as the hubris of ambition. You'll never see that it... Best.
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
Too damn fast.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
Strike a pose! Bring it!
The tides beckon.
Fruit. I really have to go all the way over there. This isn't even the right one.
Let the record show that I verbally consent
I was
to
there the whole
relinquishing these
time.
items into your possession.
Oh. Crab, damn. It's too.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your
That's a
possession.
cool. What? That's so cool. I missed. Wait, where is it now? Convenient path. That's Snezhnaya. I don't know. Oh, maybe that's Snezhnaya, actually. Oh, it's you. You've returned. Apologies for the long wait, Miss Alia. We ran into some monsters on the way back. It's alright. To me, that was barely a blink of an eye. Ah, my apologies. That was a slip of the tongue. The way you tense up like that really does remind me of a little of Solove. Wonder that Nightingale chose to stay by your side. Idon, too. Wait, is he also a bird from 500 years ago? No way, right? Right, perceptive Paimon. Your guess is correct. Wow, Paimon had a feeling Idon was special. Tell right away he's not just any messenger bird. He was once Solove's nightingale, following him from their homeland to the bitter frontier. Later, when Solove resolved to cast aside the nightingale family name, he meant to drive the bird away. I couldn't let it end up homeless, so I took it in. I could never have foreseen that this small act would see it pulled into the Sampo mill and carried across 500 years, thus taking the form you see it now, the Sampo mill. Considering you first took me for a fae, it's not surprising that the term is unfamiliar to you. So much time has passed, after all. You have to face the professors yourselves soon, don't you? While we still have a moment, I believe it is necessary to tell you the true history, the truth of the serpent's first death. For just as I am no fae worthy of worship, this tower you call the Pillar of Embla is no divine miracle. On the contrary, this is the place where I slew that serpent for the first time, yet failed to consign him to hell for good. At that time, the professor erected a tower here, one that reached toward the very heavens. He sought to use the Sampo Mill to siphon the land's power and, through that tower, ascend to the Elysium he believed lay beyond the sky. Had his scheme succeeded, all of Nodcry, its soil and every living being upon it would have become fuel for his ascent. We did all we could to stop him. We were far too weak. By the time we reached this place, he was but one step shy of his goal. With no other recourse, I cast myself into the Sampo Mill and used my own flesh and blood to ignite it, thwarting that serpent's plot. Back on it now, that was the first and the last time I ever felt grateful for the bloodline I was born with. As I've said before, I am no more than a mortal. It was by a twist of fate alone that I came to linger in the seam between time and space. Miss Alia. As for the serpent's second death, as Solovey's successor, you should know that story even better than I. Oh, God. Yes, it is said that 500 years ago, the Moonchanter of that era entrusted the sacred blade to the Torchforger, and together with many others, they drove the fiend and his followers back to Kupamaki Cliff. In the end, the Moonchanter and the Torchforger sealed the monster with their own hands. Why shall that undying serpent rise again? Now we stand at the third and final time, the moment when that serpent must be buried for good. Why shall that undying serpent rise again, but thrice shall he be struck down, and at last he be laid to rest by the heroes of the sublunary air. Rest assured, Miss Alia, this time we will put him down for good. We'll not allow past tragedies to repeat themselves. Yeah, we'll help too. Really? But you too. Wait, do you mean that once you get the silver lampwick from Miss Alia, you won't need our help anymore? That we should just part ways? How heartless, I'm so hurt. Exactly, Paimon never would have thought you were such a cold person, Aluha. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distance myself, it's just... Alright, we know you worry about us, but seriously, you don't have to. See for yourself what Tabor's capable of on the road, right? You can leave your back to me. Tabor. It's such the heroes of the sublunary sphere to rely on. I suppose it's time I made up my mind as well. Once I hand you the silver lampwick, the barriers in this region will all collapse. When that happens, the Abyss will reclaim this place. The Professor will surely return. Reaching that Elysium beyond the firmament through his tower was his life's obsession. Even in death, that fixation has never faded. I will use everything I have to hold him here. While I do, you must find a way to end him for good. The one who asks you to gather the relics must already have a plan in place. You do well to follow his instructions. But, Miss Alia, if you do that, then you... Don't worry. No one shall send me packing from this world until that wretched serpent is laid to rest for good. There's an old saying about Winter Isalius. I don't know if it still survives in your era. Though the flower may fail, the leaves will keep their promise. Sorry, I've never heard of it. That's so, a pity, but it doesn't matter. All you need to understand is this. What I do now is simply a promise I must uphold. Miss Alia, I'll keep my promise too. I swore to you, no matter what happens, I will put an end to the professor. Not you, but all of you. No one shall walk their path alone, Aluha. And no one should march alone toward death. Don't forget that we're here too. Yeah, and it's not just us. There are tons and tons of Lightkeepers who have your back. We'll be totally fine. There's no time left. I must send you off now. Don't look back. Run, children, run. Uh-oh, the Pillar of Embla's totally overrun by the Abyss. Paimon sure hopes Miss Alia's okay. We just have to trust her and focus on what we can do. Yeah, we gotta keep it together, especially at times like this. Where next, Aluha? Do you know this? You know the situation best, so we'll follow your lead. I'll head to Cliff Watch Camp at the base of Kupamaki Cliff to meet up with my team and prepare for the upcoming operation. As I mentioned, that area is considered extremely dangerous. Forbidden Zone. What awaits us there will be a tough fight and dangers beyond imagination. You two aren't light keepers, so technically, I don't have the authority to command you. In this situation, why not count us in? Paimon agrees. We've got some experience too, you know. And for big operations like this, it's definitely better to follow orders than go it alone. Here's to victory, Captain. Thank you. Hearing that gives me more courage, even in the face of our enemies, than you know. I hereby officially invite you to join my investigation squad, the Nightmare Orioles. I'll guide you, protect you, uphold my promise to Miss Alia. Protect you too, and the rest of your team. Let's stand together and see this through. That we will. Still, this was a sudden development, so if you need to make any preparations, use what time remains to us. Tough battle awaits, so there's no such thing as too prepared. I'll stick to the original plan and head to Cliff Watch Camp first. I'll wait for you there. Got it. We'll be there as soon as possible. Take care until then.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
That's really close to the domain.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come on! A dash of frosting! The pinnacle of ice!
Goodness.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Goodness. Oh. Like a ravine here, bro? What are the... I can get out of this damn tree. This is where the story fight is. Whoa, it's you two. What a coincidence. Didn't think I'd run into you here again. Hold on. What are you doing here? This is the front line against the wild hunt on Kupamaki Cliff. You here? Exactly where I should be. Yeah, we're here to help too. I know you're not half bad, but this is different. A battlefield is no place for kids like you. Something the matter, Anne Leffer? Leifer? I don't know. Captain, I was just telling these adventure kids why they shouldn't come somewhere this dangerous. No need to come over. Don't need them getting ideas from a counterexample. Our captain may be young, but he is one of the strongest among us. But don't use him as your baseline, you hear? Tabor, Paimon, it was you. Perfect timing. We were just waiting for you. Huh? Captain, what's that supposed to mean? They are the temporary recruits I mentioned earlier. They are the ones. I mean, I know what she's capable of. I guess heroes really are made young. Alright, if you say so, Captain, I trust your judgment. Tabor, Paimon, welcome to the team. We just wrapped up the prep work, so the strategy meeting's next. Join us. Before we begin, let me do the introductions. Tabor and Paimon are the adventurers I mentioned earlier, the ones who helped retrieve the silver lampwick. They will be joining our team for the upcoming operation. We're adventurers, but we've got a lot of experience fighting the Abyss, so we won't slow you down. Delighted to make your acquaintance. I'm Enlifer. I suppose we could skip the nice to meet yous, seeing how we've crossed paths before. Looking forward to fighting alongside you. I'm Rollin. Thanks again for the save last time. Rest assured I've done ample prep since then. I won't be repeating my mistakes so easily. Just call me Bjorn. Looks like I'm the only one meeting you for the first time. Either way, if the captain chose you, I have faith in your abilities. Save the rest of the chit-chat for the victory feast. For now, let's get to the point. The objective is clear. Our squad must seize the clifftop camp ahead of the enemy and establish a forward line to hold back the wild hunt. This position is the lifeline of the entire operation. If we lose it, every plan that comes after will be good as scrapped. To prevent that, we'll use the Silver Lampwick's power to restore the barrier on the cliff. That will clear out the abyssal whispers and keep the main forces route open. The mechanisms that power the barrier are all ancient ruin relics, and we don't fully understand how they work. But Tabor and Paimon are experienced adventurers. With the two of them handling this key step, the whole operation should go smoothly. Give the mechanisms to us. Solving puzzles like these is Tabor's specialty. Huh. Guess this is what people mean by the right person for the right job. I came across plenty of devices like this when I worked as a treasure hunter, but I never figured out how any of them worked. I was always the one who understood that stuff. Huh? You used to be a treasure hunter, Anne Leffer? Now that you mention it, the vibe does kind of fit. Hey now, none of that. I've been a member of the Lightkeepers for 3 years. I'm an upstanding ratnik nowadays. What do you think, I'm not qualified or something? Sorry, that's not what Paimon meant. Alright, Anne Leffer. That's enough. Stop scaring her on purpose. Oh, come on, Rollin. Why'd you call me out like that? Everyone's so tense. I was just trying to lighten the mood. Listen to Rollin, Anne Leffer. When you get serious, you look fierce enough to scare off even the wild hunt. Wonder she took you so seriously. Well, when you put it that way. Alright, sorry about that. We're teammates now, so I really shouldn't have tried to spook you. Oh, exactly. Come on. Scare Paimon so badly that she can't carry out the mission. What happens then? Tabor still needs her as a guide, you know. Right, and we're up against an unpredictable, formidable enemy this time. We all need to stay alert. Can't let our guard down for even a moment. Speaking of the enemy, there's some information Tabor and Paimon need to know as well. Wild Hunt on the cliff may have abilities different from those elsewhere. 3 years ago, we paid for that difference in blood. That day does consider time we finished our investigation, so we set up camp on the cliff for the night. In the middle of the night, I was awakened by the sound of battle, only to find the area shrouded in a strange mist. From within that mist came faint, broken whispers. The voices sounded familiar somehow, though I couldn't recall that where I had heard them before. But I had no time to think about any of that. When I pushed deeper into the mist and finally saw who was fighting, I realized it was our detachment members tearing each other apart. What? How is that possible? Is that the Wild Hunt's doing? Exactly. We receive reports of Wild Hunt anomalies that corrupt the mind across various areas, and it is likely that it all began here. We lost far too many that night. Captain Olsen kept himself together through sheer willpower, but with just the two of us, there was nothing we could do. After that, as the main force of the Wild Hunt pushed in, the captain ordered me to retreat and bring the unconscious, badly injured Ivar back for help. He chose to stay behind and cover our escape. I rushed back to the city as fast as I could, reported everything to the old man, but it was too late. By the time we returned to Kipumaki Cliff, even Captain Olsen had. As for the Wild Hunt, it spilled forth and spread out beneath the cliffs. Before we could clear out the monsters, many innocent civilians had already fallen victim to them. My fellow treasure hunters, my wife, I lost them all. Lost in that incident. Alright, lost them all in that incident. It happened so fast that we couldn't even put up a real fight. Just as I thought we were done, a squad of Lightkeepers arrived. I fought alongside them, pushed the Wild Hunt back until I damn near dropped dead from exhaustion. The lives that were taken could never be brought back. I was on a different assignment that day. Received the emergency order and rushed to the Kipumaki Cliff area to help. What I saw was too much to bear. We fought endlessly day and night. The monsters poured out from their bottomless lair without end. I don't even know when it finally stopped. I only remember fighting until I had nothing left. When I opened my eyes again, I was already back in Pyramida. Well, at least you fought. You fought, and even if you lost, you were warriors who stood your ground. Me? I was pulled from Captain Olsen's squad at the very last minute because I suddenly got sick. Bade took my place, and because of that, I had been the one who was there that day. There are no ifs in the past, Bjorn. What matters is what we do now. Right. We rebuilt the camp after the incident, and we held the line for 3 years. Because the conditions for a counterattack were not yet in place. I know you've all endured this for a long time. I'm much the same. But now, the day we've waited for has finally come. Good news has arrived from Pyramida. Time is right. Tomorrow, we launch our counterattack. Steady yourselves before we march, or those creatures may slip into your thoughts and twist them against you. Remember this. We fight not only for the comrades we've lost, or for the innocent civilians whose lives were taken. We fight to protect those who are still alive today, and to give those yet to be born a chance to live in a better world. That concludes the meeting. Rest while you can. Tomorrow will bring a brutal fight, and we will need every ounce of strength you have. Yes, sir. Where is this thing? I'm probably waiting for the next day, huh? Why not unlock the domain? Oh my god, what?
Where could they be?
Voice acted?
This is turning into a major headache.
Luha, head of the Lightkeepers Investigation Squad, he is always at the forefront during battle, leading his squad against the Wild Hunt's incursions. He is warm-hearted by nature and constantly looks out for those around him. Sometimes to the point of over-worrying, this tendency is driven both by his personality and by an instinct rooted in past experiences. To prevent the tragedies from repeating, he has decided to take up the light himself to ensure that the path ahead is illuminated for each and every one of his companions.
What now, boss? Forget our brothers and sisters over at the lighthouse waiting to get to work. If we don't have enough fuel, it's lights out for the entire camp.
Yeah, we gotta think of something, squad leader.
Don't worry. Head back to your posts. I'll take care of this. Traveler, Paimon, good to see you.
Hey there, Eitlua! Why is everyone gathered here at the entrance?
Seems like you've got a lot on your plate.
It's fine. Just a minor issue, really. And I'm already on the case.
Come on, Eitlua! You're always trying to fix things by yourself on the down low. Just tell us, it couldn't hurt. Or is it because you're too embarrassed to say?
Yeah, Paimon.
No way. I just don't want everyone in town worrying about things that I can handle on my own. But since you're both part of the investigation squad now, I won't treat you like outsiders. Still, this isn't exactly the place for a chat. Come on in. I'll tell you more inside.
Squad leader, I've compiled what data we have on the bases we can still control. My report is over at the command post.
Got it. Thanks, Roland.
Slow walk.
Squad leader, our comrades in the east seem to have butted heads with the Fatui. They say they're going to send someone over.
Got it. I'll be over as soon as I can.
Jeez, Eitlua! Are you always this busy?
Recently, yes. There's just so much work to catch up on.
Tragic.
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask for a while now. What are these vehicle thingies we keep seeing in the Lightkeepers camps? They kind of look like food trucks, don't you think?
Food
It'd be
trucks.
awesome if you really could cook up there. But Paimon has a feeling there's more to these things than meets the eye.
It's a chef bot capable only of the finest hot.
What? Yeah, that wasn't what Paimon was getting at.
Oh, these? Officially, they're called moon wagons. They're transportation tools we made by modifying Snezhnayan mechanical vehicles. You can think of them as Kuvaki-powered mobile lighthouses. They're not quick by any means, but they save us a whole lot of trouble and manpower when it comes to transporting supplies. As for cooking functionality, I hadn't actually given that any thought. But you know, if we did install a toaster in there...
Relax, you don't have to take Paimon that serious.
Oh, no. Filling stomachs is a key part of a Ratnik's duties too. Thanks for reminding me of that, Paimon. A proper food truck would save us from having to build makeshift stone stoves just to eat a hot meal.
Right? And that way, you could even hold your own bonfire parties, too!
Bum, bum, bum.
Everyone does seem really busy. Not sure they'd be in the mood for that.
Actually, I really hope that one day we can. Just the thought of it makes me smile. But that day will have to wait. For now, at least.
Yeah, it's all because of the wild hunt, isn't it?
Yes. Flint's did send word from the south that the strongest wild hunt anomaly we know of has been destroyed with your help. But it continues to cause havoc elsewhere, so there's no easing off for us. Not only must we shore up our bases themselves, we also need to ensure that the roads are clear, which entails dispatching Ratniki at regular intervals to patrol vast areas of land.
Whew. Just listening to all that is kind of tiring already. You Lightkeepers sure have it tough.
And that's just the basics. The real danger lies with those wild hunt outbreaks that suddenly just appear out of nowhere. Such tasks are all handled by Gramps, Flynn's, Olav, and those guys. I can't have Gramps fretting over every last thing, so I've taken over handling of the groundwork. Honestly, compared to our shortage of manpower, supply prep is nothing. To continue on the topic of food, even the best cook in the world couldn't do anything without ingredients. Over the years, many of our former bases have fallen into disrepair, making them ill-suited for long-term postings. At the moment, everyone has to shuttle back and forth between our camps and HQ, leading to fewer and fewer people available for combat deployments.
Got a solution in mind?
Yep, and that's turning this place into a permanent base. And most importantly, what's a Lightkeeper stronghold without a lighthouse?
So, you want to build one here?
Exactly. We'll need it if we're to stand any chance against the Wild Hunt's attacks. Which is easy to say, but in practice, I think you've seen enough to know it's not going too smoothly.
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot that we were here to help. So, what's the issue?
Well, building our encampment will require lots of fuel and supplies. Generally, we bring it all in on moon wagons, all the way from Pyramida.
Get materials from somewhere.
If only it were so simple. The main problem is, we need a special kind of oil refined using Kuvaki. It's true that the plants nearby are full of Kuvaki, and they'll keep us going. For a while, at least. But supplying the fuel for a lighthouse is a whole other ballgame. Unfortunately, though, there's been no sign of the supplies that should have arrived last night. Valdis is in charge of transport, and he's always been meticulous, so it's unlikely that he got careless and missed the timing or something. And that's precisely why I'm worried that they might have encountered some trouble.
Hold up, deep breaths. Don't get too worked up. Things like this happen many times before.
Yeah, there's always a way out of every jam. Even if that means being trapped inside a sealed barrel or getting buried neck deep. Surely this can't be any worse than that.
Don't tell me that's actually happened. I guess I underestimated you two again.
I think that's wild. We've prison in the Fortress of
Anyway,
Meripede.
we can have a look around. Maybe they've just lost their way.
Maybe so. Anyway, there's no time to lose, so follow me.
Yep, let's move.
Maybe not. The hell? I don't know, chat. As much as I want to continue, I'm obviously not feeling. Let's go do the. We'll do the Columbina thing real quick since it's voiced, and I'm behind on it anyway. Why not? I'll probably call it.
Wow, it's so lively here today. All those Kohenki are dancing around.
It's gonna be
Kalamina.
what take place before the
Wait a
stuff.
sec. That's not dancing. Looks more like they're trying to bury her alive in a pile of cuteness.
Help me.
Lol. Your hand.
Thank you.
Why were the Kohenki acting like that just now? They're not usually that energetic, are they?
Well, I decided to play a game with the little ones, and it seems they became quite invested.
Crowding around you like that after playtime? Kinda like puppies, aren't they?
They're showing gratitude.
Only this time, their gratitude felt more like getting caught in an unexpected snowdrift.
You say that, but Paimon bets you never pass up a chance to spoil them.
In any case, would the two of you like to give it a try?
I'd like.
That can be arranged. You just need to get the right answer.
Oh, sure thing. It'll be cool to see what sort of games got the Kohenki so obsessed.
Go on now. All you need to do is guess the image.
Huh? But it's way too abstract. Did you actually manage to get the right answer when you played Columbina?
No, I guessed wrong more often than not.
Huh. Well, Paimon's gonna quit while she's ahead. Why don't you take a guess, Traveler?
Rampart deer.
Whoa! That reaction must mean...
Congratulations. Your answer is correct.
Guesses means pretty good!
They are soft and
The Kuhenki have taken a liking to you. I can feel it. They are at ease in your presence. Just as Rhymehorn deer fawns are given to bathing in the moonlight, so too are the Kuhenki drawn to that which radiates from your heart.
Oh! And what would that be exactly?
A certain kindness and gentleness, I suppose. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to play with the Kuhenki again sometime.
So do I actually have to wait? Oh, they still make it time. They should really at least cut it down if you... I feel like I'm gonna take forever to catch up to this. Like I'm at... I guess I don't know if this page is too. Yeah, I thought for sure this was gonna be your ascension material, but they made it that damn plant. All right, guys. Well, I'm not feeling too well, so I'm gonna call it there. But thanks so much for watching. I will see you all